Good afternoon. I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching it. It's appreciated. We've just got some good news this evening by the look of it, courtesy of our good friend President Trump humiliating our Prime Minister yet again because our Prime Minister doesn't know his arse from his elbow. So what's actually happened? Well, I'm sure you're all aware of the British Indian Ocean territory, the Chagos Islands. We're paying Mauritius to take it back off us and lease it back to us on a 99-year deal. And President Trump isn't too happy about it. Now, a lot of people may be thinking, well, he signed off on it. Why has he got a problem now? Good point. I'll get to that later in the video. And some people may be thinking, well, what's that got to do with him anyway? Britain, it's our country, we can do what we want with it. Not quite. So, a bit of context first of all. After World War II, obviously the British Empire somewhat decommissioned, and some people, like the now King Charles, think that the final day of empire was when we handed over Hong Kong back to China in 1997. Now, an international agreement is only as good as the paper is written on, or how credible your party is that you're doing the treaty with. When China got Hong Kong back, they had a rule, it was part of the treaty, not to encroach on the freedoms and liberties in China, Hong Kong that is, because they're not communists. And they went back on that deal pretty much straight away, which shows you that you need a trusted partner to complete a treaty. So back to Mauritius and the Chagos Islands. What we're going to get to here is what actually people may not know is there was a treaty back in 1966 between the UK and the USA. All right? And the treaty gave the United States certain assurances regarding this territory and its exclusive use. Now, part of the deal with America replacing Britain as the dominant global power after World War II was remnants of the empire scattered throughout the globe could be used by America, and the British Indian Ocean Territory is one of these places. Specifically, the deal said, let's just have a look now. 1966, the UK and the US exchanged diplomatic notes, a binding treaty under international law, if you believe such a thing, that gave the US the right to use Diego Garcia, the main island on the Chagos archipelago, for defense and security purposes for an initial period of 50 years with 20-year automatic extensions. The agreement enabled the United States to operate a major military base on the island. That's part one. Part two. Why it blocks the Chagos deal. The treaty includes key constraints that matter today. UK control obligation. Condition number one. The UK is committed to ensuring that the islands were available exclusively for US defence use. This makes it legally hard for the UK to transfer the sovereignty or change governance without US consent. No third-party interference. Any arrangement that could or potentially could limit US military operations, including handing the islands to another state, would conflict with the treaty unless the United States agrees. Automatic extension. The agreement is renewed automatically in 2016 and extended until 2036. So this is the issue. Trump isn't happy. Trump has said it's a really, really awful deal, and he's not happy with it at all. Now, with recent manoeuvres with Greenland and with Venezuela, this falls into the empire building that Trump is doing, and this is a major win for the United Kingdom. Why does America have our interests more than our own governments? As the question is abreast a lot of people's mind. Some people will say, well, Trump agreed on it. He wasn't privy to the detail, in my opinion. His team would have been. His team would have been privy to the information. Why would they blow that political capital? Remember, America and Britain are close allies. The leftists running the Labour Party and the right-wingers in the Republican Party are not. Diplomatically, they'll say that they're buddies. Diplomatically, they'll say, oh, we're the best of friends. Referring to the countries, remember, Labour sent lots of activists over to America to try to make sure Trump wasn't elected. They're not friends. So Trump, being a savvy businessman, would have waited for extreme political vulnerability to do this to Starmer, because now he's dead in the water. He can't do anything with the Chagos deal other than renege on it and say, no, we can't actually do that anymore. Whether we're going to get any of the money back that we've already paid Mauritius is another matter, because they're busy giving all their citizens benefits because of our stupid governments. But this is a major win for us. It's a major win for the United Kingdom. It's a major win for anybody that thinks that Britain and her interests should come before international law. Now, if you like this video, comment, like, and subscribe. You let me know. Are you happy that Trump has stepped in? Are you happy that Trump's sticking up for Britain because our government sure as hell isn't? Let me know if you think that Trump has done this right now because Starmer's politically vulnerable and he wanted to humiliate him, for shits and giggles. Thank you for your time. Like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.